Declan Rice left West Ham United 586 days ago, but the anger and frustration from that underpins the rivalry for West Ham fans as West Ham take the trip to the Emirates this Saturday for Arsenal away. We're not doing too well. And we are in desperate need of some points. Can it come in the most West Ham fashion when it's not expected away at Arsenal in North London? We'll have to wait and see. Welcome back to West Ham, an official Hope You Are a World Match preview for the Gunners. Mike is joining me. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Bit of a cold, but never mind. Off to warm climates tomorrow, mate. So.
Yeah, it's all right for some. Just to fill you all in, Mike's off on it's like 16 days, Mike, isn't it?
15 days, yeah.
15, sorry. Mike's off on a 15-day holiday tomorrow. So, yeah, there's worse places to be going, isn't there? I'll be in Bruton tomorrow and you'll be in Barbados, which makes me feel absolutely amazing. But there we are. I hope you have a fantastic time. Good evening to everybody. Fathead, I hope you are well. 2 teams, 0 strikers. What could possibly go wrong? Absolutely. Listen, there's only one way to put it, and it's bluntly, Mike, that was pretty pathetic on Saturday. How do we turn this around?
Oh, it can't be any worse than that first half, mate, can it? It was awful. It was hard to watch, to be totally honest. But I just think he wants to set up at home with a back 4, and it just don't seem to work. All the best games we've had have been when we've had, playing with a 3-4-3 or 3-5-2, whatever you want to call it. But it just don't seem to suit the players that we've got at the moment.
It doesn't, and they were so incredibly direct, Brentford, in that first half, and within 4 minutes they played the same ball through twice and scored from one of those occasions. They'd obviously identified we've got 2 centre-halves slower than you and I, and they put somebody pacey up front and just played a straight ball through our centre-halves. The striker ran onto the end of it and scored. Like, it wasn't rocket science, Mike, was it? And we seemed shocked beyond belief.
Yeah, I think Kilman struggles when he hasn't got those 2 centre-halves next to him, in the back 3. I think he's a good player, but he just needs the two right players alongside him. I don't know if we got them, mate, but to be totally honest, and a flat back 4, we look so exposed.
We do. And when Kilman has looked good with Todibo next to him, and it's got to beg the question, why is Todibo on the bench when you're starting Mavropanos, right? What does he see in Konstantinos Mavropanos that he cannot get and more in Jean-Claire Todibo? He's on the bench on Saturday, right? I did not understand that at all. He's the better player, Todibo, no doubt about that. He makes Kilman look better, and he makes us look better overall defensively. Mavropanos is an accident waiting to happen. We all know that. Will he start? Who will he start on Saturday? It's up in the air, isn't it? I suspect, Mike, you're right, it'll go back to a back 5 because we look so sort of dumbfounded playing 2 centre-halves with the lack of pace and the lack of anything there. It exposes us massively, and with, I'm sure, a plethora of pace which Arsenal will have, it's going to cause us nothing but problems just playing a 2 centre-halves. So you'd expect Todibo to come in and we sacrifice a midfielder or something.
Yeah, you would, but who knows, mate? Who knows? I mean, to be fair, I thought Soufal and Creswell did all right alongside Kilman. Yeah. Both of them. He couldn't do that last week. Obviously, Soufal got injured in training, so that went out the window. But I think he just thinks at home that we got to go for it a bit more. So we're going to go with a flat back 4, but it just don't seem to work with those players. It's not happening with those players. Yeah, away from home, Chelsea, Aston Villa, I thought we were so much better.
Look better, yeah.
System, and allowing, the 2 wing backs to get forward, and they probably cause more problems.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at the chat. Fathead, the sausage roll. I'm glad you enjoyed your sausage roll, delivered by the one, the only myself, on Saturday. Now it has just prompted me, and I've actually forgot, Mike. Can you believe it? I forgot to upload the pictures from Saturday, so I cannot yet show you the evidence of definitely me of buying Coke galore on Saturday, and yet again draining my bank balance. But that was for Gary, not you though this time. You've had your one free bottle of Coke for the year.
Oh yeah, that's already up on the wall frame, mate. Don't worry about
You've burnt that one already early on. Now, I mean, this is quite coincidental. Has Mike sorted the packing? Mike, have you packed your case for tomorrow?
Not all of it yet, mate. Just a few bits to do yet.
Enjoy evening, guys. Enjoy Friday. Saturday gonna be a nightmare. I don't know why, but I've got a real strong sense of West Hamitis that no one's expecting it, and that's when we're the most deadly, right? And I've just got a feeling we're gonna pull something out of the bag. I really don't know why, and Saturday helps my argument in no way, shape, or form. But sometimes I just get a feeling that against a big team like this, we've got quite a good record at the Emirates, believe it or not, over the last 2 years. And we probably should have done better. I mean, our performances there have been quite good. If you go back just before COVID, we lost there 1-0. Haller had a great chance. I was there that day. Then after COVID, we lost on Boxing Day 3-1. We scored first in that game. And then we beat them last year. Quite convincingly in the end. We were brilliant. That was a fantastic night. Mavropanos coincidentally scoring that night as well as a 2-1 victory in the whole Declan Rice penalty thing down by the away end. Pure cinema that was. And I've got a feeling something similar could reoccur. Mike, you're going to put me out of my misery and tell me I'm deluded beyond belief. What do you think?
Yeah, but I mean, Jay, every time people start thinking we're going to win a game, like we've had pundits say was going to win last week, we never win. So your reverse psychology or my reverse psychology might be when we got people start saying, "Oh, this is going to be a cricket score." Yeah.
That's
funny things happen. Funny things happen.
Exactly. Attention turning to our opponents, Arsenal. They are a little bit down to the bare bones, actually. Jesus is out. Havertz is out. I believe Saka's still out. And I think there's another one. Martinelli's out. So they haven't got many, but they've still got decent players. There's no denying that. They've got a very good back line. And they've got good enough players to slot in the attacking areas. Even their youngsters are probably better than ours, to be totally honest. And they can score, and they have, and I think they won at the weekend. So they've proven their worth in that sense. But it's not. It probably won't be the deadly Arsenal side that we've come to know and despise, really, Mike.
Yeah, it gives us half a chance. You're right, but they stick a midfielder up top, and he scores 2 goals in the last game. Yeah. They seem to still find ways of getting a result. Liverpool slipping up gives them a bit more incentive. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. But we will have to defend like heroes if we're going to get anything out of this game.
Yeah, it's got to be a back five and nothing else. Let's be totally honest. Jay, with the remaining games we have left, there is only 2 games I think should be wins, but not sure whether Tosh will be. So quits worrying with the table. I don't think we're going to be. I don't think we're at any concern of going down. I'm going to be honest. We're 10 points by the relegation zone. If we stayed on the same amount of points we've got now, we probably still scrape survival, and that sums up the 3 that are below that red dotted line at this moment in time. But something like this, we've got Leicester on Thursday next week. It's a game at home we should be winning. And if we win that, then I think that secures safety in its entirety. So it doesn't matter too much, but it would be good, especially in a game like this. We've put in some encouraging performances away from home, Villa, Chelsea, as Mike underlined. And let's translate one of those into a result now this time. That would be really good, Mike, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely would, Jake. I mean, to be totally honest, you're right. I think 2 more wins and we're safe anyway. But it'd be nice to get those 2 wins, in the next sort of 4 or 5 games, and then that would take the pressure off. Then we're lucky, we're not in great form, but there's 3 other teams that seem to be struggling even worse than us,
Absolutely.
And you look at Wolves, and they've been playing quite well, and they're still like 7 points below us or whatever, or 8 points, I think it is. I mean, so it's handy that we have actually got something in the bag. But yeah, it'd be nice to pick up a couple of results, take the pressure off. Then I think you'll see a much, much better performances and opportunities for some of those young lads to come in and get some minutes.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'd agree we looked so much better as a 5. Could only guess Todibo was not fit, and we had others not available for the 5. Having said that, the Greek bloke was, bar the goal, decent on Saturday. He was okay. It was one of his better games, but he's still an accident waiting to happen.
I think he's actually better when he defends deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's looking that way, and he don't want to start playing stupid passes. I think he's much better then. To be totally honest, I think it's just he gets exposed in a back 4.
Does massively. Michael says Potter needs to play a back 3 of Todibo, Kilman, and Creswell. Keep Mavropanos away from the starting lineup. Whose bank balance? Well, I remember the Coke situation differently well. I can either confirm these rumours. The way Jake said Coke galore sounded like a drug dealer. To be fair, when I said it, I thought it sounded a bit dodgy, to be totally honest, but I just went through with it. And I can confirm that I am not a drug dealer. Fathead can confirm Jake went to purchase goods. I did purchase the goods. I can't confirm whether it was my bank card that got tapped or not. But we were the last team to win at Highbury and the first team to win at the Emirates. I'm sure that chant will be unveiled once again on Saturday, just to remind them lot of our historical prowess. I can confirm that. I can also confirm his bank balance was not affected in the transaction. Always the best way, isn't it? But my bank balance was affected by the Gregs that I had to buy the day before, and that was a sad moment. Mike, it's been busy. It's been a spenny few weeks. It's been Christmas. There's been Valentine's. It's just a lot of money, Mike.
Oh dear, mate. Money. But you'll be all right. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. Well, as long as you can still keep using your dad's card.
It's always the good. Always good. One blow for West Ham going into this game is Lucas Paqueta being injured. Now it's sod's law in it. He's been absolutely useless, right? Maybe that's a bit harsh. He hasn't been very good. Then he pulls off a brilliant performance at Vera away, twinges, and that's a bit of an injury. Pulls up, misses the game, doesn't reach anywhere near his heights of that game, and now has got injured again and is in a protective boot and is out for at least a month. So frustrating, Mike.
Oh yeah, it's always the same, isn't it? You know, earlier on in the season we had very few injuries, but no, it's typical West Ham. They all happen at the same time, don't they? You know, we're lucky really in this period. There's not that many games. He probably only missed 2 or 3 games, you know, and he's back. Hopefully,
yeah, because we've got an FA Cup break, we've got an international break. There's very few games in the next month,
so he probably got a good chance to have a good rest and get that back. There is an obvious weakness with his ankle. You know, it's happened before and it's going to happen again in the future. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, it's an opportunity for someone else.
Yeah, absolutely.
I personally feel that Kudus, we need to play him somewhere else because
it's not working, is it?
It's not happening at the moment. And maybe that's an opportunity for him to play as the number 10. No, you know, he probably won't start Ferguson again. He'd probably keep him on the bench.
That was my next question because I think he impressed when he came on, and I mean you were there on and there was, as soon as he made them subs at half time and we had a sort of 5 or 10 minute spell, there was a bit of energy back in the place, and he headed the ball and everyone was like, oh, hey, Christ, we've got someone that can flip and head the ball. And it was quite important. I mean, once people realised it was Ferguson, because the useless plonkers put Guido Rodriguez up on the board, and it definitely wasn't Guido Rodriguez, it was Evan Ferguson. What a way to announce your new signing, put up the wrong name for the substitution, only at West Ham. But anyway, putting that to the side, he chested it was a focal point which we were so desperately missing in that first half. It didn't account to any points in the game, but there's a player there. So that's interesting. You don't think Potter will put him in on Saturday?
I don't know. he's got to be a little. I think he's got to sort of just feed him in. Do you know what I mean? I don't think he really wants to chuck him in and get him injured because he's been struggling with injuries himself.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Potter knows that. I've got a feeling he's just going to feed him in again. Yeah, great, positive when he came on. He looks like he wants to get the ball under and shoot. He's willing to take people on. He's in the right place. I mean, he set Kudus up, and that should have been Kudus should have put that away. That would have been great for him. Assist on his debut. The shot he had was unlucky. He hit the target. Just maybe
it was a bit disappointing, though, wasn't it? You know, it got him through when he hit it straight at the keeper. Yeah. That was the only thing for me. It was a little bit disappointing, that.
I think it's a bit of rustiness. That's all. He's not played a lot of football lately, so I think that he's going to be fed in. But you know, there's 13 games to go. He's going to get plenty of time if he stays fit. He's going to get minutes on the pitch for sure.
Absolutely. Right, let's take some more of your comments. YouTube payments due soon, Jake. You'll be okay. Well, I regret to inform you I didn't actually meet the payment threshold to get paid this month from YouTube, so that's why I am being extra diligent with my funds this month, because I didn't actually reach the minimum amount of money last month to get paid, which means next month I'm going to get loads, but this month I'm going to have to suffer, Mike. You have to suffer.
That's all right, mate. Don't worry. I'll be on holiday.
So. Yeah, well, it's not going to bother you, is it?
So you'll probably get more views when I'm on holiday.
Well, to be fair, you were the only one that could be bothered to turn up tonight, so I'm going to respect you, and I'm not going to criticise you for that. I thank you very much indeed. Otherwise, I was going to be sat here on my own. The delicious Greg sausage roll was a great present, and much appreciated. Of course, only the very best service right here at West Ham Unofficial. Usual suspect. I hope you are well. And there was not. I mean, I do love a yellow sticker, but not when I'm treating my fans. I mean, come on. I mean, I'll get Mike something with a yellow sticker, but I mean, no, I do love a yellow sticker. Mike, do you know in Morrison's on the second freezer aisle, there's like a last chance to buy. There's a whole freezer, that fridge bit, 3 whole things of yellow stickers. It's my dream. And then, right,
there's an old guy in front there waiting for it to come out. And you, in a few years' time, Jake, I can see it.
Oh, it gets worse. I know the 3 places they put yellow stickers in Wincanton Morrison's, right? They put them at the back. You know where they do like the pizza and the fish and all that?
Yeah.
It's one of those little islands, and they put some in there. And then the best part is down by where they put all the bakery stuff, about 4 o'clock, they'll put out a trolley and they'll put all the bread and all the donuts on there. You get like 4 donuts for 25p. I love it. Absolutely love it. If you want any tips to where to find the yellow stickers in Wincanton McDonald's, I am your man, because I'm there and I find it, and I'm the best at it.
You get it in Co-op as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I mean, to be fair, all shops do it, and you love it. When you go to that area, it's just full of yellow stickers. It's glorious. It's absolutely glorious.
There are other supermarkets.
There are other supermarkets available. See, he's such a professional, my Mike. Honestly, he's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Paqueta out is what's keeping Kudus in, I imagine, potentially. Potentially. I'm so pleased you noticed that announcement. We thought we'd imagine it. Yeah, no, we did say Guido Rodriguez was coming on when he most definitely didn't. There was collective bemusement around the ground only at West Ham. Brady must have put that name up after all of day. Now there is a joke here that I'm going to make, obviously. So Brady was talking about and she wasn't pressed. That's not, I mean, there was no pressure applied in the interview, but she was asked, I don't think she was, but I mean, maybe about the concessions. I mean, Mike, something that's going to affect you. What affects you now, doesn't it? The concessions, or not quite yet?
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
November.
Mike's got. I mean, there's going to be no difference. Scrapping the concessions, you're going to have to pay the same price, mate.
I know, mate. Yeah, it's sad.
It's disgusting.
Sad. I've lived all these years just to get that concession, and now might as well just pack it in.
Deary me. Deary me. Mandy says we're in danger of going like Man United in that different managers get stuck with previous managers' players in it, and hopefully Potter gets his players in and he sticks and he's a success. Hopefully. Peter, hope you're well. Good evening, ladies. Mike Ferguson only has 12 games as he can't play against Brighton. Of course, he can't play against his parent club, can he? I did think that the other day actually because it's a loan. Yeah, I don't know. I do see what you mean in terms of he could get injured and he won't chuck him in, but yeah, maybe he'll get another 45 minutes and then he'll start the game after. I'm not sure, but it's going to be interesting to see his management of the players in that sense. So yeah, right, we'll go on to predictions, but now I've got to think about this and stall because there's no one else here to go to first. So this is a little bit tougher for me tonight. I'm going to go Arsenal 1, West Ham 1.
It's actually what I've got on my Super 6.
Is it?
It is.
I've done it again. I'm too good. I am too good. Mike, what is your prediction?
Didn't we could pull a draw off of 2-2?
Desmond. There we are. Desmond. Absolutely. There we are. 2-2. Who's going to score?
It's got to be Bowen's. He's got a notch one.
Yeah.
And it would be nice for Kudus to get one.
Yeah.
You know, he needs a bit of pressure taken off his shoulders. And I think he needs a goal to do that. He needs a couple of assists or a goal to, I think he's just, with that shot, you could see, you know what I mean? He's rushing it, instead of just taking his time, getting a bit more of his boot on the ball, making sure he hits the target, and that goes in, full stop.
Yeah.
If he'd scored 3 or 4 goals in the last 6-7 games, I'm sure he's buried that chance.
Absolutely. It's all about growing that confidence. Where yet again, we'll be there at the Emirates on Saturday, expectant slightly, hoping for the best and hoping to not be 4-0 down after 70 minutes, hoping to be jumping around in the second half, giving as much stick to a certain number 41 as possible. There's added implications to this game, as there always is. It will be tasty, and hopefully we can bring up our end of the bargain and make a good game of football. Let's hope it's not too cold. Mike don't need to worry about that. He'll have his shorts on with a pina colada in hand. And if the football's crap, he can just turn it off and go back to his sunbed. That's the life, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah. Don't you worry. Yeah, I should be soaking the sun up.
Have a fantastic...
Too much, but...
Have a fantastic holiday. Your presence over the next fortnight will certainly be missed by me, and I'm sure the thousands watching at home. It's not thousands, but I'm just going to say it's thousands just for the sake of it. Your presence and your invaluable contributions will be desperately missed. And now, well, Mike's going to pack, but in more important news, it's the live episode of EastEnders starting in 5 minutes. How exciting. And you're thinking, Jake, do you really watch EastEnders? Of course I watch EastEnders. Absolutely brilliant. I cannot wait to see what happens.
Is Martin get out?
Well, is he going to get out, right? Who's Denise going to pick?
Oh, yeah.
Feels all right. Thankfully, he didn't he didn't commit suicide last night. I had my cushion there, so thank God Phil's still going. That's good. Will the Vic collapse completely? Right? Who will survive? Will Sharon be all right? There's just so much. There's just so much to take in.
The Queen Vic bus didn't get damaged.
No, it didn't. It remained, which is good. Which is good.
Yeah.
The most important thing is it's a live episode, which doesn't happen very often. So who's going to mess up their lines, and will they make someone do it deliberately just to show it's really live?
Yeah, that'll happen. Something to go. There will be a boo-boo. I'm pretty sure of it.
There will, and everyone will notice it. But that's enough EastEnders talk. But it's slightly related to West Ham in it, so we're going to roll with that. Mike, a final thought for Saturday?
Sorry, mate, I missed that bit. I lost you then.
A final thought for Saturday?
Yeah, just a better performance. That's what we want to see. I don't think any of us are really expecting us to get any result there, but we want to see a better performance. I'd like to see it go back to a 3-4-3 or a back 5 or whatever you want to call it, because I think that'll give us more of a chance. yeah, just a better performance and gives a bit more hope for the game in a week.
Absolutely. Thank you very much indeed for watching our match preview. There will be road trip vlog, etc. on Saturday, and hopefully there's scenes in the away end as the Hammers sail to yet another Emirates upset. Thanks for watching from me and Mike. Come on, you Irons, and we'll see you soon right here on West Ham Official. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Cheers, Mike. Have a great time.